రాష్ట్ర గవర్నర్ తమిళసై సౌందరరాజన్ యాదాద్రి భువనగిరి జిల్లా బీబీనగర్ ఎయిమ్స్ని సందర్శించారు. 2021-22 ఎంబీబీఎస్ బ్యాచ్ విద్యార్థులకు నిర్వహించిన వైట్ కోట్ సెరమనీ కార్యక్రమాన్ని గవర్నర్ తమిళసై సౌందరరాజన్ జ్యోతి ప్రజ్వలన చేసి ప్రారంభించారు. ఎయిమ్స్ అధికారులు ఆమెకు ఘన స్వాగతం పలికారు. కార్యక్రమంలో వైద్య విద్యార్థులకు వైట్ కోట్ను ధరింపజేశారు. ఎయిమ్స్ అధికారులు బీబీనగర్ ఎయిమ్స్ ప్రగతి రిపోర్ట్ని వీడియో ద్వారా వివరించారు. భవిష్యత్తులో బీబీనగర్ ఎయిమ్స్ ఎలా రూపొందనుందో వీడియో ప్రెజెంటేషన్ ద్వారా గవర్నర్ తమిళసై వీక్షించారు. యాదాద్రి భువనగిరి జిల్లా బీబీనగర్ ఎయిమ్స్లో గవర్నర్ తమిళసై సౌందరరాజన్ తన అనుభవాలను వైద్య విద్యార్థులకు వివరించారు. వైద్య విద్యార్థులందరికీ గవర్నర్ శుభాకాంక్షలు తెలియజేశారు. గ్రామీణ ప్రాంతాల్లో వైద్య సేవలు అందుబాటులోకి రావాలన్నారు. తన భర్త నెఫ్రాలజిస్ట్ అని, తాను గైనకాలజిస్ట్ అని వెల్లడించారు. ఐరన్ మాత్రలు వేసుకుంటే మంచిది, కానీ పుట్టే పిల్లలు నల్లగా అవుతారని ఐరన్ మాత్రలు గర్భిణీలు పడేస్తున్నారని అన్నారు. ఐరన్ మాత్రలు గర్భిణీలు వేసుకుంటే పుట్టే పిల్లలు బలంగా పుడతారు. ఇలాంటి వాళ్లకు మనం అవగాహన కలిగించాలని అన్నారు. రోగులతో ఎక్కువగా మాట్లాడాలని విద్యార్థులకు సూచించారు. వారు చెప్పే విషయాల ద్వారా ఎక్కువ నేర్చుకోవచ్చని అన్నారు. ముఖ్యంగా రోగ లక్షణాల గురించి ఎక్కువ నేర్చుకోవాలని యువ విద్యార్థులకు సూచించారు. మీరు నేర్చుకునేది సిన్సియర్గా నేర్చుకోవాలని పిలుపునిచ్చారు. వైద్య వృత్తిని ఎంజాయ్ చేస్తూ నేర్చుకోవాలి, వృత్తిని ఎంజాయ్ చేయాలని అన్నారు. విద్యార్థులు చిన్న చిన్న పరిశోధనలు చేయాలని, తద్వారా మంచి ఫలితాలను పొందవచ్చని అన్నారు. ఫెటల్ థెరపీ నేర్చుకోవడం కోసం తాను కెనడా వెళ్లానన్నారు. డిజబుల్ పిల్లలకు ఇది ఉపయోగపడుతుందని పేర్కొన్నారు. విపత్కర పరిస్థితుల్లో విద్యార్థులకు ఆఫ్లైన్ క్లాసులు నిర్వహించినందుకు బీబీనగర్ ఎయిమ్స్ సిబ్బందిని అభినందిస్తున్నానన్నారు. మెడికల్ ఎడ్యుకేషన్కి కేంద్రం ఎక్కువ ప్రాధాన్యత ఇస్తోందన్నారు. ఆయుష్మాన్ భారత్ కార్యక్రమం అమల్లో ఉందన్నారు. ఇది పెద్ద ఇన్సూరెన్స్ ప్రోగ్రాం అని వెల్లడించారు. తాను ఇక్కడ పుదుచ్చేరికి కూడా గవర్నర్గా పనిచేస్తున్నానని అన్నారు. అత్యంత తక్కువ వయసులో గవర్నర్ని అయ్యానన్నారు.
స్టూడెంట్స్, ఎస్టీమ్డ్ my media friends, I wish you all a very special good morning. I am really very glad to be here, particularly for the white coat ceremony. First of all, I wish all the students and the postgraduates who are going to enroll themselves as students of this prestigious institution. AIMS is a magic word, and people are much fascinated about this institution, and I am very proud that, as it is said in the introduction and as it is said by the official director and the dean academics, so from the scratch it has reached this level. It is not an ordinary easy job, and my respects to all who toiled here to make this institution and to bring this institution to such an extent, and my respects to Professor Dr. Vikas Bhatia, even though he is not available here, and I learned that after 2 years he is going to meet his family. Anyhow, best wishes to him and his family. And as it is said already in the introduction, I am very much concerned about the rural service than the urban service, medical service. Particularly when the patients from the rural service, they need more care and they need more awareness. I should cite 1 or 2 incidences which I faced when I was in Tanjore Medical College, which is a rural medical college. Actually, I joined as a medical student in a Madras Medical College, which is the most prestigious institution in Tamil Nadu, not only in Tamil Nadu, almost in the whole world nation. And I got married when I was doing my first year, and then my husband got transferred to Tanjore Medical College, which is a rural medical college, and I also got transferred there. There only I learned what is medical service and what is the need of the people and who are the people who need the service. So I really appreciate, as it is said, some of the aims in this country, and I'm very proud that we are having more number of aides because of our Honorable Prime Minister's continuous efforts. And this is one of the medical college which is proud to be a rural medical college, which is going to serve the rural people, which is serving the rural people. Because we have to create awareness. Even though it's 30 years, 25 to 30 years past, when I was a student in the medical college, at that time was the introduction of ultrasound. We are the pioneers in ultrasound training. So when I said to one patient, I called one villager. So I have to study your prostate. So you have to come with full urine, I told. Next day he came. He brought a yellow bag and he put one Horlicks bottle with full urine, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bottles he displayed in front of me saying, you wanted me to come with full urine. So I have caught all the urine. So I have come with full urine. It is very, nowadays the people are much aware of the situation. But when compared to the urban population, to make them understand what is the, even my husband is a nephrologist, but we had some difficulty, it is at the back of your abdomen, like that. So it is really a difficult job. When I learned ultrasound, I'm one of the pioneers in ultrasound. When I ask the people to come, they will immediately ask me whether it is a machine which will show whether it's a male or female fetus. That is the understanding they had. So almost it is, I should say that when we prescribe iron to the patients, when we go out for our lunch at the backyard of the hospital, why you throw away? Then they used to tell, no, our elders told the iron tablets are in black in color. So if you take that, my babies also will be dark in color. So I want my baby to be very fair. So I used to call them, see, I am dark in color only, but we have come up in life, we have become doctors. So it is not pertaining to that, it's not correlated to the color, it is that strength. In fact, your baby will be fair, because if your nutrition is improved and if your anemic status is improved, your baby can be shiny, baby can have shiny skin and the baby can be much better, can be even fairer, like that we used to say. So why I am narrating all these things? So it is not only the medical practice and the medical advice, the awareness which should be created to the patients. And it is very difficult to convince them. Two types of patients we see. One type of patients totally ignorant, like rural patients, and one type of patients is nowadays very difficult to treat them. These are Google patients. With a Google message, then they will tell, if we tell, no, this is the, no doctor, Google says this. You are telling this, Google says this. So it is very difficult to convince such patients also. So nowadays medical practice is becoming a really difficult job. But they want us to interact with the patients. That is the message to my new doctors, fresh doctors, budding doctors who have come here. Please communicate to the patients. Communication is very much important. One doctor was going on rounds, and one patient came and told, staff came and told, doctor, you are having a phone call. This chief went and attended the phone call. The other person, the other end was asking, doctor, what happened to the 10th bed patient? Then the doctor was explaining, the 10th bed patient is having some jaundice and he is on treatment. Then suddenly the chief had a doubt. Then he asked, who is on the line, other end? Then I am the patient, doctor. When I am asking, nobody is telling me the reality. So I called so that I could have some information. So some communication and totally this patient should be aware of the situation of the treatment. And my request to the freshness, when I was a medical student, when we attended the first class like this, my professor said, you are here because of the continuous sacrifice and efforts of your parents. And you are here, you have got which is denied for thousands and thousands of children. You can see the Ukraine returned children. And you are so fortunate to have to get a medical seat and to study in a prestigious institution like AIMS Bibin Nagar. And when I interacted with the professors, they are little more above than the academic interest. They are full of energy, so that this institution should come up with the with utmost pride for the state of Telangana. And I'm really very happy for that energy you all have, all the faculty members. And my message is, this white coat symbolizes the service, symbolizes the research, and symbolizes the purity. And I was a politician. One of my, during when demonetization, one of my reporters, like my reporter friends, asked me, as a politician, are you not facing any difficulty because of demonetization? I told, I don't face any difficulty. Then they told, oh, you all knew before. I told, I also was very surprised when it was announced. Suddenly, we didn't know it before. Then why are you telling you are so relaxed? Then I told, we are so relaxed because my note is white, my coat is white. So whatever what I earned, and whatever money which I am having, it is pure of my medical practice. So like my coat is white, my note is also white. So when we have white note, that won't be any problem. We cannot face any problem. So these are the confidence which we have because we are from the medical profession. And I am very happy because even though I am the, as a parent state, I am the governor of Telangana. I am the additional charge as the Lieutenant Governor of Puducherry. And when I landed there, I am the youngest governor in the country. And one of the reporter friend asked me, when you are the governor of Telangana and now you have been given the additional charge of Puducherry, how you are going to manage? I told, I am a gynecologist. If a singleton is born, I will manage. If twins are born also, I will manage. So, because that experience as a gynecologist, with that experience, I will manage two children born. So that medical experience, that multifaceted approach of all our abilities, because I was working as a gynecologist. But when I learned their children are born with disabilities, I wanted to learn fetal therapy because some of the chromosomal abnormalities can be diagnosed and some of the minor ailments can be treated intrauterine, like hydronephrosis or some urethral valve, something. So then some small ailments can be treated. So I went to Canada to get my higher education as fetal therapist. And when I learned that NICU is going to be inaugurated, particularly on 27th or 28th, a subject which is very nearer to my heart was the fetal ultrasound, particularly neonatal ultrasound. I love to do scan to the neonates for two reasons. One, I am specialized. I am a gynecologist and I am trained in anomaly screening, and I don't like to go to labor room. I love to go to ultrasound room. So gynecologist, sorry, my intention was that because so many expert gynecologists were to deliver the babies, but there were very few sonologists with that knowledge and expertise to diagnose the situation. And apart from that, why I like the neonatal ultrasound, even though I am particularly trained in that, I was a busy politician. So if I come late after finishing all my work, patients will question me, oh, you came late, but neonate, they will be lying down. Even 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, I can do the scan. So I love them because they didn't question me because in a lighter sense, I can say. And I used to diagnose it grade 1 hemorrhage, grade 2 hemorrhage. And recently, one of the neonatologists called me. And she told me, doctor, even though you're governor, I want to compliment you because the person sitting in front of me is a +2 guy and he got the highest mark in his class and he was that 800-gram baby which you and myself saved Because of your continuous support through ultrasound, we could save the baby. Because I wanted to deny and defy the treatment, but you told brain is okay according to my ultrasound knowledge. And now he has exemplified himself in the academic activities. So a good sonologist complementing a good neonatologist can come up with great results, particularly when babies born with much lower birth weight. So friends, you can learn whatever you want, but be sincere. My professor of anatomy, Sarada Kadiresan, told, each day learn about one symptom, so that you can learn 365 symptoms a year. Then you can learn more symptoms, so that you can learn more about the symptoms. So be sincere to your studies. I always say, be sincere to your clinics, be sincere to your OP procedures, be sincere to the cesarean procedures, and because I'm gynecologist, surgical procedures. And be sincere in your studies, because again I am telling you, have the opportunity which is denied for lakhs and lakhs of students. Enjoy your profession. My son, when I asked, he only wanted to study medicine. But when I joined him in a medical college, when my father went once for a walking, he saw all the anatomy, physiology books thrown in the street. My father picked everything and came. Why means who will read after +2? He had the fascination of becoming a doctor. But seeing the books, he was unable to digest that he has to read all these books. So he threw away. Then only, everyone learned like this only. Then he started learning. So as a young person, transforming from a school student into a medical college student, initially you will face difficulties. Definitely you will face difficulties. Don't get depressed. All of them face the same difficulties. When we go into the library, big books, sometimes it will be weighing more than us. Myself was only 35 kg when I was a first year student. Then our Robins will be more, because nowadays they have made it very small. It will be very, if you take it, it will pull me down. So, but we have learned that, we enjoyed that. So enjoy your profession, learn your profession, enjoy the friendship, enjoy the campus, and appreciate the AIMS organization, so that even though when the whole country is online, they have taken offline challenges, and because of that, they have served the students and they have served the locality also. I appreciate that. Always we must face the challenges. And even Telangana, I want each and everyone get a good treatment, tertiary care. And whenever I meet the Honorable Chief Minister, I convey the message that the tertiary care, the best care, should be given to in the government institutions also. And I laud our Honorable Prime Minister, because his focus on medical profession is something extraordinary. Whether it is building the AIMS, more number of AIMS, whether giving more, improving the faculty strength, whether it is improving the number of postgraduate seats, and now for the economically downtrodden children, 50% of the seats should be given in the nominal rates in the government charges. All these things, and Ayushman Bharat, I always say, because as a medical student from a peripheral medical college, I have seen patients dying for want of 100 rupees. I won't be able to prescribe outside also. So Ayushman Bharat, which is the largest insurance scheme in the whole world, and recently we celebrated the Jan Aushadh. That also, because we can prescribe medicine. When we prescribe the medicine, the person will be in a rural medical college. I have seen, what are you seeing? Then that patient will be telling me, really I am telling, I am seeing the prescription, and I am also seeing I am not only seeing the prescription, through the prescription I am seeing my purse, and apart from my purse I am seeing what are the bangle or chain which can be pledged to get the medicine. That is the position of a peripheral poor people. So when Jan Aushadh, because the generic medical shop one of the retired person told me, I am saving 3,000 rupees per month because constantly I get antihypertensive and anti-diabetic drugs. Now I am saving 3,000 rupees from my pension because of this Janaushad jobs. Even stents, we have slashed the price of stents. So all these because our Honorable Prime Minister's focus on the rural health and on the poor to improve the health condition of the poor. I really appreciate his efforts to improve the medical profession, and I really appreciate you all. And as I said, please be happy, be very proud. Today is the white coat ceremony. My mother told me I didn't want to become a doctor at all. This white coat only made me a doctor because actually when my teacher asked, secret I am telling, when my teacher asked for in the class, what do you want to become? One told and got up and told I want to become a doctor. One told I want to become an engineer. I got up and told I want to become a politician like my father. But I thought my teacher told this message to my mother. And I thought my mother will appreciate. I got severe beating in the house. He told, your father is roaming and here you are a girl child, you want to become a politician, you must become a doctor. One day she went to Stanley Medical College to see one of her relatives who was sick. She came and told, I see the students wearing the white coat and having the stethoscope over their neck. I was seeing them. I want you to wear only the white coat. So only the white coat, my mother's dream of her daughter wearing the white coat made me a doctor. So this white coat, don't underestimate this white coat. This white coat is the pride of this institution. And on their wish I became a doctor, and after that, to my wish I became a politician. So don't deny it. And your parents' wish also. And don't defer your wish also. So have it both, and with good courage and conviction you face the life. And my best wishes to each and everyone. Please exemplify in any one of it. Some may be very good in drawing and anatomy. Some may be good in presentation. Please take forward research activities. I am very happy that 186 publications has been made from this institution. So always do, so apart from your academic activities, able to be the first person research activity, accompany, third name, fourth name. Initially we will get that only. Then I will have the first name. So at least our name numbers will be also associate with one of them, so that some research. Okay, fifth name. No, I will write some notes. Please add my name as sixth name also. No problem at all. So always have some activity, not only reading. Some activities. So I will have some. When I had to conclude it because I want to convey the message that enjoy this profession. When I was a medical student at Tanjore Medical College, hysterosalpingiogram, which was very difficult to convince the patient and to do because it's an invasive procedure. As an ultrasonologist, first time we found out sonosalpingiogram. I presented the paper and got second silver medal for that. So we introduced the number 8 catheter, police catheter, and introduced saline. So that some water was seen in the, saline was seen in the cul-de-sac. That was the simple procedure, whether the tubes are patent or not. It's a very simple research, and it gained, because most of the infertile patients who are not willing to do hysterosalpingiogram, with the simple procedure, sometimes the simple procedure even removed the mucous plugs from the tubes, so we could get successful pregnancies. So simple researches, not great researches. Simple practical innovations also can help you in your treatment. And please be happy, enjoy your profession, enjoy your teaching. That you have a great teachers. When I interacted with them, as I said, they are much enthusiastic, and I have a very young additional collector also here who is going to help you, and some of the social service people. I really enjoy your presence here and enjoy your profession. Thank you so much.